Hello everyone, welcome to the first video of hopefully many covering Formula 1 news, stats, and opinions on this channel. We hope you enjoy our content and stick around for the future. Without further ado, enjoy the video. Starting things off, we're going to be looking into Formula 1's feeder series, the aptly named Formula 2. In this list, we're going to look at the top 10 up-and-coming drivers in F2. These drivers are based on future potential and how much they have a chance of making it into Formula 1. Without further ado, let's get into it. Kicking things off strongly is the Russian sensation Nikita Mazepin. A bit of a wild card, Mazepin has taken the slow route up to F1. In 2017, he finished 10th in the European F3 Championship, now effectively F4, but made the step up to GP3 nonetheless. The move paid off. He finished P2 in the championship, only behind the late Antoine Hubert in the standings. And as you might imagine, he was signed for GP2 the following season. A disappointing start for ART found himself finishing in 18th, but this year with high tech, he's shown his real class. Not a forerunner by any means, hence his placement at number 10 on this list, but he's shown some skill coming up to 7th so far this season. His greatest asset has been his aggressive but controlled driving style. His unique approach could land him anywhere in the AlphaTauri or below category of the sport if he gets the chance. Unlikely, but you never know. Number 9. Jack Aitken. Jack Aitken's stock has risen and fallen dramatically over the past few seasons. He's one of the more F1-ready drivers of F2, but his talents have dwindled somewhat in recent months. Following his contract expiring with Renault's junior team, which in itself has been a bit of a joke in recent years, he found himself signed to Williams. To which you'd think, no big deal, but while Williams do love promoting drivers from the sport's feeder series, Aitken has also found himself alongside much more highly rated Dan Ticktum. Following the latter's removal from Red Bull's academy for extraordinarily reckless driving, Williams will consider themselves having found a bargain, and as such are unlikely to prioritize Aitken's promotion over him. Bottas resigning for Williams further hampers his chances, with only one seat available to him. Though, who knows, with competent sponsorship money, he could in turn, come before Ticktum when it's all said and done. Number 8. Christian Lingard. Now we get on to the truly exciting talents. Lingard is a pacey newcomer to the sport for 2020. None of his junior placements were that impressive, with his best result coming with a win in Spanish F4. Since then, he placed a dismal 23rd in GP3, but matured to a 6th place finish in Formula 3 the next season. He earned his first laps in the F2 car following those successes, and a permanent drive awaited him this season. And so far, he has lit up the F2 paddock. His current form sees him at 3rd in the driver's standings, a whopping 10 places above his teammate Marcus Armstrong. And while bigger gaps are much more common in F2 due to greater skill gaps in the drivers, his points total being above the likes of Schumacher and Delatraz has everyone surprised. It's possible that his flame might burn out, but sometimes drivers find themselves in larger cars. Let's see where he ends up. Number 7. Yuki Sonata. Yuki Sonata's rise to the ranks has been astronomical. Just 2 years ago, he was racing en route to the title in Japanese F4. He only moved to Europe 1 year ago. Despite this constant turmoil, though, Sonata has proven race-ready ever since touching down the old continent. 9th in F3, followed by 4th in the Euro Formula Championship, showed his consistent improvement to a T. In F3, he didn't score for more than 4 points at a race until round 10, but still finished P9 in the championship, and ahead of all of his 5 teammates nonetheless. A winter run in the Toyota Racing Series resulted in a P4 championship finish, which is where he stands in this year's F2 rankings. A very young man on a mission, if Tsunoda's improvement continues, he could be a real star in an AlphaTauri for 2021. Number 6. Mick Schumacher. The biggest name on this list by far needs no introduction. The Schumacher family have dominated the headlines of F1 for over 2 decades now, and the third installment of their venture into F1 has finally reached the doorstep. Schumacher's career has been followed with constant interest by the media, and yet somehow he's been able to keep up to those expectations. He won the 4th ever race he competed in German F4, competing against Lando Norris, and ever since then has been in or around the podium of the championship at the end of the year. His undoubtedly breakout moment came in F3, where he collected 5 race wins in a row en route to the title over the likes of Robert Schwartzman and Yuri Vips. His time in F2 has been inconsistent at times, but come on, at the end of the day, we all know his entrance into F1 is a matter of when rather than if. Schumacher could really become a consistent fixture in F1 for a couple of years, just don't compare him to his father. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and watch out for our next video following the top 5 in this very same list. Have a nice day.